And welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I hope you're having a very good day and a good end of the week, and you have some nice plans for the weekend. If you do enjoy the content, please consider dropping that like and subscribe. So, a few weeks ago, I've made a few videos about Harry Dent and Peter Schiff, two of the doomsday predictors of the globe, which are permanently wrong, particularly Harry Dent. So just to give you an idea, on Monday or on Sunday, Peter Schiff comes out with a video. Oh, this was the end of the rally. That's it. Now stocks are going to start falling from here. And he said, I will never see inflation in my lifetime around 2% again. Well, we are at 3%. So maybe we'll need to again correct himself on this forecast. Don't forget that he predicted that crypto was finished forever. Bitcoin was finished forever. Never again a new all-time high would be seen. Of course, by the time that we hit the new all-time highs, he will just move the goalposts a bit further ahead. Harry Dent is even worse. A new video of him came out. For you that don't know, this guy has been advising to short stocks since May 2009. So basically when the S&P was around $700 or $800. So basically 600% ago, he was advising, and then advising 2010, 2011, 2012, every year to short stocks. I would like to see his portfolio, and to buy bonds, right? I saw him in a debate with Peter Schiff, 2020. He was advising to buy TLT. TLT went from 170 during that video to now it's around 100 or 101. So this is the level of destruction this guy causes. And he has been predicting consistently the fall of the S&P by 86% and the Nasdaq by 94%, basically as a fractal of the Great Depression of 1929, completely ignoring that we don't have a gold standard anymore. But to him, that makes no difference, so he just extrapolates for the future, and that's about it. Of course, he's already saying, the S&P may be a new all-time high. Be mindful that this guy last year announced for sure, put his reputation on the line. This is it. The bubble is over. It's finished. We are not going to see all-time highs in his lifetime. He would die before ever seeing all-time highs. Okay? This is the same guy that last year was saying this. Now he's already saying that maybe this year we're going to see all-time highs in the S&P, but not the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. As you know, I did make a prediction that we will have all-time highs in the Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq 100 at least by Q1 2024. And I do think that this decade has the probability of being a bad decade for US stocks just because the other decade was so productive. But I don't make these predictions, first of all, every year. And I'm saying at this stage that there's a potential for the US stock market to not perform during this decade. But every time you predict too far away, you just make an ass of yourself. So I'm just looking at the potential based on the historical movements between international stocks and US stocks. But in any case, this guy, he's now acknowledging that maybe the Nasdaq will also get a new all-time high. Be mindful, this was the guy that declared 94% down Nasdaq, period, no way, it's done, it's finished. By late 2024, everything's going to be 90% down. This is the same guy. Of course, when we get to 2024, it will be 2025. So what I'm trying to say is that this guy has been saying this since 2009. Okay, guys? And Peter Schiff has been shouting at people to buy gold and to buy gold miners since 2011, 2012, and even before. Basically, gold is in the same place as it was in 2011. And what Peter does is this. He talks about things in real terms, price of these adjust. So nominal is the price that you see. Okay, so it's 10 today, it's 100 in 10 years. So that is the comparison you make, right? Real terms is, let's say, something is 10 today, something is 100 10 years from now, but you had 10% inflation per year. You see what I mean? So real terms means adjusted for inflation. And it does this to every single asset except one, gold. Why does he do that, you may ask? Because he knows that for gold to reach a real all-time high, not nominal, or at least just to break even, meaning to get to the same point where it was in 2011, in real terms, adjusted for inflation, you need gold to go to about 2,500, 2,600. So the reason why he doesn't want to talk about it is because he's expecting gold to go to 2,100 and make a huge party, you see? And completely ignoring the fact that adjusted for inflation, gold is underperforming dramatically. Silver is down versus 1980, so forget about nominal, not even inflation adjusted. And the gold miners are even worse. You need gold miners to go up about 10x just to break even from 2012. I'm talking about the GDX and GDXJ. Just to break even in real terms, yeah? Because that whole thing is down 70% or 80%, not even adjusted for inflation, just outright versus the dollar, right? This is the level of destruction of these people. And Peter Schiff is terrible, but Erident, I think it's even worse. And these people will always be predicting the top, we are about to reach the top, we're gonna turn over, and then every time something goes wrong against their prediction is an opportunity to buy. Of course, they don't apply that logic to anything else, only to the things they like, but they do this consistently. So be very careful with these stock experts. I will be revealing another ones who have been pumping penny stocks in exchange for money. But be very careful with these finance experts that they can completely destroy your life. Now, I would like to pencil in this to a different thing. Yet it has came to my attention. I've actually checked, and there's an explosion of YouTube finance people again. Now, this year has been very good for stocks, as you know. So it's actually pretty easy to be up, okay? And what they're trying to do is to entice people to join their Discord, to pay for their courses, and they're basically only showing trades that have been very successful, as they usually do, while hiding the ones not so successful. And what you need to understand is that most people, most traders, is even worse, underperform the market. They can outperform in 1 or 2 years, but if you give them like 10 years, they will underperform the market. Even active managers tend to underperform the market. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're a person coming to the world of investing, look, at the end of the day, it's your decision. This is not financial advice. I'm just trying to alert you to something. Because stocks have been performing very well, you're going to start to see finance and stock pickers and gurus everywhere again, just like in 2020, 2021. These people will be selling you courses. These people only show you certain transactions to make you believe that they are somehow geniuses. If you join their discords and they start to promote things that don't go well, they will just block you or remove you from the group, but you already paid. So be very careful with these people, because it's tragic that people spend their money to learn from someone else how to lose their money even faster than they would by themselves, okay? I don't charge you anything. I'm not here to give you any kind of financial advice, but I don't have groups because of that. I don't create courses because of that, because I could. It's pretty easy. But be very careful, because there's again another explosion. And if you are a young person in particular who's coming to the markets, never seen this before, be extremely careful with these kind of people, because they are snake oil salesmen. They don't make any money in the market. I mean, they can have, maybe they bought a few call options on Nvidia and now they made a lot of money, but it's something like a bit of a one-time thing. And they use that to basically lure people in, and they create these sources of passive income, which for them, they don't care, you see, because you pay them the courses, the private group, etc. So if the person does bad decisions, the money keeps coming in, but not for you, So be very careful, because there's an explosion of these people again on YouTube. Please go see what happened in 2021. These people will disappear, delete the videos, delete the tweets. Be very careful, guys. Don't fall for these empty promises. And I really hope that you guys do whatever you think is best for you, but please make an informed decision. Try to see what happened before, and be very careful, because the level of scamming or quasi-scamming is exploding, unfortunately, once again, and this will always happen every time markets are getting hot. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.